Oh shit, where my Reese cups at? Fucking got my Reese cup. Shit. Oh yes, stop the dryer. We got a lot going on, y'all. Second podcast of the year. How you doing? How you doing, man? How you been? Where you been at? Let's spill the beans on where you been at and how you doing to the people.
Yeah, I mean, with maintaining at least a little bit of privacy, no, I'm alright. Thank you. I just been in like an inpatient hospital, working on like my mental health, and they gave me some diagnoses, and we're working through that right now, and I'm transitioning into outpatient, which is like pretty much just therapy, but it's like intensive therapy that happens more often throughout the week, and so that's kind of what I'm going to be doing instead of my regular job, and then I'll be processing out, doing, now hopefully with disability, being able to focus on music full time, and just keep going down that path, maybe go to school or something.
That's dope. So, do you know what's been going on in the world, or are you just like oblivious to what's going on?
Yeah, I just heard the Queen died, and like Kanye's getting some hate. Like, I've seen like people like burning Yeezys. Pretty mad at Kanye. Yeah. Aside from that, I've been so off grid, man. Like, not on my phone, like not talking to nobody. But when I came back, it was all love. Like, I got a lot of hugs when I seen a lot of familiar faces, and the love was there. So,
Do you think people was like waiting for your music, like
I know
tripping if you wasn't making music?
I know
Because 3 months is a long time to be in a facility.
Yeah, tons of people had messaged me, and I had messages, left unread, that just ended up being about like saying, hey man, like what's going on with you, like especially kind of when I got back, and I think word got out that like I was gone.
Mm-hmm.
I think there were some people that like didn't even realize, like they just thought I was on like some underground shit or something.
Yeah, just like.
But when they found out what it was, they're like, oh shit, and then I noticed that's when it kind of spiked too. Like people were like reaching out saying that they love me and shit. But I think like in the situation, like a lot of people are scared to be vulnerable, so most people would like want to keep it a secret, like like not tell anybody. But like one thing I learned while I was there is like being vulnerable is a good thing, and it helps you heal. Like especially
You seen a lot of people go crazy in there, huh?
Hell yeah, dude! I seen people like 50 personalities, and they were going by the like pronouns of like they, us, them.
Like they like there's multiple people around them that they like.
No, they like they like be one person. Like it was like they were one person, and they're like, yeah, we don't really like anything like that. Like if you ask them something like,
Yeah.
like, oh, do y'all eat meat? Like, are you a vegetarian or what? And they'll be like, no, we don't really. Like they'll talk like that, and then like the voice will change, or like I don't know, it's crazy.
That's some type of shit that I feel like if I'm like high as shit, or it's like, damn bro, like I'd be like tweaking out, but then like you know what I mean? That's some shit that actually happened to them, and they not even high. It's just like that's just something mentally wrong with
you. I looked into why that happens, and it said, at least through the internet, the pages I was reading says it's usually related to like an extreme sexual trauma when they were a kid, like made their mind like literally split, and then once it split, it just kept dividing with each trauma that along the way. But yeah, crazy. And then I don't know, I met people who were like fucking homicidal. I met people who were just hardcore like detoxing people. Like people were coming in like on drugs and like detoxing heavy as fuck, and they were like just bugging the fuck out. Seeing people had like night terrors, freaking out in their beds and shit. But eventually, I transitioned out of that area where it was like a more like crazy ass fucking place to a like civilized like patient area because they seen that I wasn't really like everybody. Like I was put in there for like high risk reasons, but like they could tell I was an odd man out, and I was the only military person in there. So that they moved me. You know, I went to a different area that was like way better. Food was good. People were like normal, and then I got the help I needed.
Do you think like artists like they don't open up about like what they go through and like I know it's like with Juice like he was going through a lot of mental stuff. He didn't go to no facility, but he was like on like medication and stuff like that. Do you think like great artists is like the ones like that go through the most like out of all like not saying they're not human, but you like you think they go through a lot? That's how they make good artwork, or what you will.
Yeah. R.I.P. Juice, but I'll say this. I think when people listen to music and they keep it on replay, at least for me, it's one of two reasons. One, the song sounded dope, and I just want to hear the beats and move my body, or because I like the lyrics. Or two, because of how I feel. And I think like that's one thing that Juice WRLD like touched us all is because the pills he takes, like I'm taking my pills right now too. Like I'll admit it, like I take pills to stay normal, but the lyrics.
What about like YMW Melly, like branching off just Juice? Because I know our channel is like,
yeah. I mean the people are there for Juice, you know, saying R.I.P. But yeah, so I'll take it from like a different perspective of, I mean Melly's like
he got split personality.
Yeah, that's
just like what you were saying, they say they, us, like he think his name, like, is Melly and then it's like Melvin. Like he got split personalities and it's like, he say, nah, Melvin killed his friends. Nah. Well, I don't know exactly what he said, but that's like what people say he said. Like, I don't want to like incriminate him and say like, oh, he did kill him. But I feel like that's what, like, I'm just giving an example. Like, if he would have explained it, if he did, like, confess it, he'd be like, yeah, Melvin killed him, not, Melly.
Again, I'm, like, not super versed in the Melly case, but what I heard is that he was in the car, they got, this person got popped, they drove to the hospital, she died on the way, he got charged with murder, right? And so... Or was it? Or am I wrong? Like, was that not like?
No, they were saying that he had two of his homies or three of his homies. I don't know, 2 or 3. His homies was in the car. They killed them. Well, they wasn't even in the car. They killed them, put them in the car, and then act like it was a drive-by.
Yeah. See, again, I don't even fucking know what's going on with. Like, I've been, like, so focused on, like, this shit.
You know what's crazy? What I was thinking before the podcast, I was thinking, like, we shouldn't make podcasts glorifying like, news that's just, like, putting bad light on people. We should, like, talk about, like, the good in people. I know it's, like, it get a lot of good views, like, controversy and stuff like that, but I want to shine light on, like, good stuff. Like, if we having a debate on, like, who our favorite artist is, like, I mean, we can do that, but, like, I don't want to, like, say, like, yeah, Kanye is like a donkey of the day. You know how like Breakfast Club like do like they do like a donkey of the day and like show like like just putting bad light on people. I mean, good criticism like it like go a long way, but like criticism, good criticism go a long way. But I want to do a podcast where I'm not just like on an artist's head or some shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, what artist do you think is worth throwing out some positive vibes about?
Some positive vibes. I feel like Tory Lanez right now. He's like, so they said he him and August was like in an altercation and he like fucking beat his ass or some shit, and now he's like not trying to talk about it to nobody. I feel like Tory Lanez, he's like in a lane. He's like in a lane now where he's like trying to better himself and trying to like not, be involved in the media because he got a lot going on with the Megan Thee Stallion case. You heard about that? Like where he shot her in the foot.
Oh my god, no, I didn't even hear about this.
Yeah, he shot her in the
When
foot
was
like
that?
a year ago.
I was like a year ago.
But like, I don't want to be the person on podcast like fuck Tory Lanez. Like,
Yeah.
he shouldn't shot that bitch in the. I want to focus on a like aspect like what they are rather than they personal lives, because that ain't handled by us. We can't just be like. We can't be a court martial and court like
Yeah.
he should get fucking 50 years to life in fucking prison. Like, I don't want to be like that type of shit. But I feel like Tory Lanez, he's like kind of better himself. You listen to his music or what? Like, or you just know
older.
about him?
I just I've got tons of Tory Lanez songs on my stuff. But I'd say
He dropped the album too, so like I feel like that should.
The last time I honestly heard a newer song of his, and it's not new anymore, was Shooters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that song's dope. But like that's like Tory Lanez up to that. You know, like it's been a while since I've been like, oh, Tory Lanez, dope as fuck.
Are you into like do you know a lot of podcasters, like people that do like podcasts or no?
Honestly, I've never like really been into podcasts at first because I just thought it was weird.
For like 3 months since she was gone, I was like kind of like studying like people like Joe Budden, like The Breakfast Club, Drink Champs, DJ Academics. You know who DJ Academics is?
No.
He like a person that's like hip hop. He like talk about like what's going on in the media, like with hip hop and stuff like that. He started with like talking about like the drill scene and like talking about like Chicago drill and stuff like that. He came up off that, but people don't really like him like that. Like he's like a people think he's like a negative media person that's just like shine light on negative media. I don't want people to like look at us and be like, yeah, we don't fuck with him. Like he keep like putting our name in his mouth, like their mouth. You know what I mean? Like a famous person come to us and be like why you keep putting our business out there and why you keep like chiming in on this? This is my personal life and like you need to stop doing that. And now we go in public and now we gotta look over our shoulders and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, freedom of speech, right? It's not so free anymore because people get offended, and that's the world.
I feel like though privacy though is a thing though. Like, I don't want nobody to be like, if I fucking play fighting with my baby mama or some shit, and like I accidentally hit her too hard and she started crying or some shit. Now the media knows, and now everybody like, oh, what the fuck? You beat his fucking baby mama up and shit. You know what I mean, like that. Like, yeah. But that's not even a true story. Like, it's perspectively speaking. Like, they just looking in on the outside and not the inside. Like, what's going on? Like, actually going on.
Yeah, I definitely. I'm in the kind of perspective where I try to think that when people do wrong, not to take it personal. Because people's intentions is always like on some. Who knows? It's always some different ass shit, but it can look like just like any situation. If somebody like, say, goes out to the club and you might assume somebody's doing something, it's like, that kind of vibe. It's like, I don't know. If somebody does do wrong though, it's like, I hate how the world just jumps on, like how you said, that is the hot button topics, is when people are getting hated on. People are joining like movements to say, fuck this guy. Yeah. And it's like
cancel the
and it's like, even if they're a bad person, it's like, yeah, let the judicial system, like them, if they got to do something like that, that's whatever. But like, damn, I
feel like if it's hip hop beef, it's okay, like for the media to chime in, because it's a sport of hip hop beef. It's like
that's. But different.
If it's like
that's different.
If it's like some just simple shit, like outside, like personal life is just like. I feel like artists shouldn't be like, they should get a little like, their business shouldn't be on the internet like that, like if you're famous or anything like that. But then again, you signed up for it, so that's how it's gonna roll.
I feel like artists and people making music need their fans the most when they fuck up, and that's when they lose them, and that's the fucked up thing, and that's when you learn if it was a wave, a trend, or if it was love. Yeah. Because true fans will stick by and be like, hey, like, I know you fucked up, buddy, but like, you know,
And
we
you
still love you. We
apologize
still
and
here. Yeah, and then if you apologize, then they'll really stay. And so, I think, and that's another thing.
Are you scared like that you would lose your fans if you get them? Like, reel them in and then now you fuck up?
I'll say the same thing that I said since day one when we first made a first song. It's like, I love this shit, man, and like I do this shit for the music, and so if it gets to the point where I'm making money from this shit or like we're popping off, then it's like this is all extra. And so the only thing with the fans is like I would feel like I failed them. It would feel more like I failed the fans if they left me, not like mad or frustrated or like anxiety about like, oh shit, like I'm not gonna have money if they're gone, because like I'm still doing what I love, and that's music.
But it's like bright as fuck.
Yeah, that light's pretty fucking bright.
It's like cooking my eyes.
Probably look pale as shit right now.
Well,
looking like a penguin.
Shit still on.
A penguin looking ass.
Oh, this shit still on.
Is it rolling?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh shit, I had crumbs all over this shit. Oh shit. I'm like, who shitted on the fucking sofa?
She hasn't even seen that one yet.
Oh shit. Let me do this shit, man. Clean up a little bit, my bad. Middle of podcast, we're going for a podcast. Fucking break. Oh shit. Oh yeah, you know what we was talking about the other day? I feel like whoever watching this podcast, if you got like a brand or something, like comment below and be like,
I was just thinking about this shit.
Yeah.
I was literally just thinking about that shit while you're cleaning up. I was like, and today we're sponsoring.
Yeah, we ain't got shit to sponsor today.
Nobody
like,
to sponsor.
I mean, what's this? What's this shit called again?
It's a Trip jacket.
No, what's the name of it?
It's Trip. Or Trippy.
I think the brand called Majestic with a K at the end. You can get it at majesticnewyork.com. Fuck it, we were sponsored this motherfucker. This shit hard, though. We shot.
What was it, like 600?
Probably, yeah.
I think it was like $400-$500 for the jacket, maybe $600.
It's dope though.
But we got like that was with a fucking discount.
Yeah,
like, we talked her way to fuck down.
It's probably $600. We got a discount for $400. That shit dope. You bought it for your birthday and shit. Yeah.
Dude, we talked her down, and then I like talked her down again, and then she did it. I was like, oh, let's go.
Shit.
But she fucked with us, so that's whatever.
You dripped out, man. I'm in some Crocs. I'm in some fucking Crocs and fucking.
Hey, I had Crocs on just fucking 10 minutes ago before this shit started, dude.
It's fucking 10 p.m. and.
Gonna be going to the casino tonight. So
Wish us luck. I mean, you can't wish us luck. Fucking ain't edited and now it ain't live.
Yeah.
Fuck. We can't fucking. I mean, hey, what if we start doing this? We start fucking putting our shit on live, like setting our phone up live as we fucking really doing it, and we post it on our Instagram as a reel, and then we fucking post it on our YouTube as a all finished product. Damn, man, you stay running my chain like you want to smash it now, man.
It does look good.
Hey, but look, you ain't hearing me, is you?
I hear you.
We set our phone up over there, and then we have like a reel going on there, and then like the finished product, like makeup, like made up product. We put it all together, put the intro, fucking all the words and shit in there, and whatever we talking about. We have pictures and shit for the YouTube video, and for the Instagram, it's like a non-edited shit, so they can really see what the raw shit we doing, so they know that like this is official, and they can compare it to like the real shit and be like, oh, they ain't leave shit out really.
Yeah. They
really like, you know what I mean? Like, really putting they all into it is like organic, and they really talking about what's going on. And it's like they're not really talking about like nothing that's really pointless or like scripted. Is really what they talking about. And then we can like answer questions if people have questions, but we ain't that fucking big right now, so it ain't gonna be too many questions. So
I think you're as big as you see yourself, and I feel like we're only not big because there's no like fan base. But like if I could show the world my music, I'd be big.
Yeah, look here.
Like because I hear what the fuck is out there.
Yeah.
So like I know that
low key, you can be big without like. You can be big and your music is ass. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like you could do.
Just this jacket and this hair. Like,
so if you have two people, say if you have two people, an ass artist and a good artist, he could distribute his music to everybody you distribute your music to, and they be like, nah, I'm not gonna listen to that no more, and they forget about him. And your music good, you distribute your music to everybody, and now your music is like your fans making more fans, like it's spreading out. And now it's like they listening to you and they not gonna forget you. You're a legend now. Because I know it's been artists that have been so ass that so many people looked at that video and it's ass and they got hella views, but then they stopped getting hella views because it's like, you know, it's probably clickbait and it's like, damn, their music is suck.
I mean, I live my life a little differently. I always use Apple Music if I listen to music or maybe like YouTube occasionally for a video. But like, I always remember growing up, when I heard music, it was implanted, it was forced into my brain with the radio. And I feel like radio spins is like how you really like can make shit and then like start making money.
I feel like nowadays radio, I mean, you make money off radio spins right now, but I feel like people don't use the radio.
That's what I was also trying to say. It's like I use Apple Music now.
Yeah, like right now I don't click the radio, I go to fucking Apple Music.
But think every day the radio's still going and there are people out there listening. There's like old people or fucking whoever the fuck on their way to work every morning.
Oh shit.